Namaste yogis, and welcome to this restorative yoga practice that is specifically designed for women suffering from PMS or PMDD symptoms. And those who suffer from these conditions know that they can be in their worst moods, have their worst feelings of the month during those days. And it's very personal as to what helps in that moment, in that situation. Which is why this may not work for you, but it doesn't hurt to try. This is built up as a practice that's calming and that also challenges you a bit, because in that stage of rage, you really need also something that's a little bit challenging. And it's in length about 60 minutes, but you can make it as long or as short as you want by pausing the video and using your own timer. Let us begin. First, we're going to do some warm-ups. And you can do this seated on the floor, or you can use a chair. Any kind of chair will do. And I want you to sit firmly on the ground. If you sit on the ground, put something under your bum so that it elevates your pelvis a bit and makes your spine straight. And if you like, you can put something soft under your chair, and we will do a seated spinal twist. And I want you to exhale and turn to the left. And then just breathe here with a gentle twist. Take at least 4 breaths here. And in restorative yoga, we don't want to alter our breath too much, but rather let our breath breathe naturally. Then I want you to inhale and come to center and exhale to the other side. Again, take at least 4 breaths here. And just be present in the pose. And in restorative yoga, we don't want to feel any pain, or we are not trying to lengthen the muscles per se, or stretch even. We're just simply relaxing and being held by the poses. Inhale to center. And then I want you to take a down dog with me. With the help of your chair, or you can also use a wall. And I want you to inhale your arms up and exhale, slowly dive to your chair. And take this as deep as you want to go. And you can also use a wall to make this same down dog happen. Keep your elbows away from your ears and put your timer into 1 to 2 minutes here. And then I would like you to join me in supported wheel. And I want you to use bolsters, 2 or 3 of them depending on what you have. And if you don't have bolsters, you can just use couch cushions like these ones that I have, because couch cushions are often pretty firm and sturdy. And then I want you, if you like, to maybe put a blanket under your head for support. And then just assemble yourself so that you're able to hold here. Keep your feet on the ground with the soles of your feet touching the mat. And if this is too much, you can always reduce the amount of bolsters underneath you. And if this is too much, you can always do a supported bridge pose instead. And to come out, you just simply turn to your side and push yourself up. And I'm going to show you the supported bridge pose here. So put something under your bum. Maybe it's a bolster, a cushions, or a block. So it's not so much of a back bend here. Take what works for you, and always come out of these poses by first turning to your side and then coming up seated. And I want you to pause the video, choose whether you are doing a supported wheel or a supported bridge pose, and set your timer to 3 to 5 minutes. But you can, if you feel you can comfortably hold the pose, be in it up to 10 minutes. And you can choose whether you want to have music playing in the background or if you want to enjoy silence. So now pause the video, choose your pose, and set your timer. And the next pose is going to be a supported shoulder stance. And this is for yogis that have a lot of experience in doing yoga, because this is it's not a pose that you can just do necessarily, and it's not necessarily a pose for you at all. And if this is too much for you, then you're going to do legs up the wall. But I'm going to first show this pose, and you can make up your mind. And of course you're going to have a proper chair that will hold your weight and that you can do this with. And put something soft under your bum, under your lower back, and then start to recline back. Like so. Maybe you would want to raise this cushion with a blanket even higher for your shoulders. And then just stay here. And if this is not a pose for you, I want you to do a legs up the wall. And here you can use a bolster under your bum. And the easiest way to get into this pose is to just sit as close to the wall as you can with your hips and then slide your legs up and surrender to this pose. So this is also an inversion, but it's not as intense as a shoulder stance. And it can be more easily accessible. And to come out, just bring yourself to your side and bring yourself up. So here we have it. Either supported shoulder stance or legs up the wall. And you can pause now and set your timer anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes. But you decide how long do you think you can relax into the pose. Set your timer, put on some good music maybe, whatever calms you in this situation and with these feelings you are in now. And the next pose is a supported forward fold, seated. And once again, I'm going to use my chair. And just sit with my legs here. Maybe put something under your bum if that feels good. Take a deep breath in and fold forward so that your head comes onto the chair. And then just surrender to the pose, because we are not aiming to stretch anything. We are just aiming for the psychological relief and therefore the relief and relaxation of the whole body. Because when we are in the PMS or PMDD stage of our month, it can be very hard to do anything, to think. So it's nice that in here you don't have to do anything. You just come to your mat, and if you manage to do that, it's a huge victory. And if you don't have a proper chair that you want to do this with, then I would suggest you use your bolsters to make or cushions to make it as high as possible, as comfortable. And fold forward. Use whatever props you have and make it work. And now you choose your variation of the pose and set your timer up for up to 10 minutes in this pose. Just to be in the pose, put on some music or enjoy the silence. Let the silence be your music. And for the last pose before our final relaxation pose is a belly roll. So you're gonna need a blanket or a small cushion, a small bolster, and a blanket or whatever you have that's small, and put it on your mat rolled up, and place yourself on the mat so that the roll comes beneath your pelvic bones and a little bit to the softer side of your belly, so that you can get a massage, nice massage on your belly, on your abdomen. And then just lay here, support your head either on your hands or on a small cushion. And just relax and breathe. You can adjust the height of this roll under your belly. And just let go. Stop clenching your jaw. And set your timer to 5 minutes in this pose. And then continue on with the video. And for the final relaxation, our Savasana, you will need perhaps something on your mat, a bolster, or blocks, whatever you have available. You can have an eye mask and your blankets. So adjust the bolster, the cushion as you want. I will have my block here to support my heels a little. I will have my mini cushion under my head, and I will put a blanket over myself to stay warm. And if you have an eye pillow or an eye mask, now's the time to put that in. Settle into your pose. And let your body totally relax here. Just let go. And thank yourself for being able, under all that you are going through, you were able to come onto your mat. No matter what poses you did or what poses you skipped, you came to your mat, and that's the most important thing. So find a position that feels best for you. Set up your timer to any time you want. I recommend 20 to 30 minutes in this. So make it a comfy one. And make it one you enjoy and you deserve it. Because you are a fighter and a trooper for putting up with everything and still showing up for you and your loved ones. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy Savasana. Namaste.